Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. And it's Monday and no, April 14th. How's it going, guys? Happy Monday. We had a weekend. How was your weekend? How's your sleep? Did you get to rest? Did you get to recharge yourself? Or you going through some transformation? Yeah, hope you're doing great. So let's ground yourself. And then we're gonna do some couple of fascia maneuvers to start. But I have this oil I really use, oil wizardry, and it's a crown chakra oil. It has a very much like very, how can I describe, like a secret. It's a good thing. Hi Maria, good morning. Sleep, what is that? Team no sleep? Are you team no sleep? So I'll put a couple of drops and then I am going to rub it in. And it's a crown chakra, but not only that, it's for, I will set the intention, it's for everyone. It's for my crown chakra. It's mainly for crown chakra, but aligns with any other chakras that we have. So, I woke up feeling good. I had an interesting dream. What I do now is, when I woke up, try to remember the dream because otherwise you will forget, right? And I woke up, and then when the dream, like keywords or like animals, I will just type in the ChatGPT, what does it mean? So, and I will have a good conversation. That seems like my new pattern when I wake up. When I wake up, I see my dreams like, okay, this person showed up this, and it's like I was wearing this, and my feeling was this. And so, yeah, put that into ChatGPT and I get some guidance. It's very interesting. You gotta be very precise because your field, I feel like your filter needs to be very clean enough to get the answer you like, because sometimes like, okay, well, I don't feel like I'm talking to the same ChatGPT today kind of thing. Yeah, if you're really aligned, it can really help you. Yeah, Grand Rising, Ruby. Yes. Today is 24. So it's a Libra day, but the step number changes. So it's technically between like Libra into intuition, Pisces. But let's see, that's what Seer Joe has to say. Oh, I said, let's see fascial maneuvers. And I just forgot. It's like, let's read it. But let's feel your crown, because that's what the oil I just put for. And let's start going to this. It's for crown chakra. Let's go to your temple. Right hand, fingers pointing the back. Left hand, fingers pointing forward. And push your belly button, find your center so everything can relax. Breathe your mouth. Inflate your spine, inflate your head, and out from the mouth. Squeeze it really tight. Twist the skin right side forward and left side backwards. And let's start moving around quickly. Notice the subtle change. Go to look side to side, up and down. Let's do 6 breaths. Breathe your mouth. And out from the mouth. 2. 3. Through your nose. 2. 3. Let the yawn come. That means I'm experiencing huge release. That woke me up. Okay, same concept. Let's go third eye with your right hand and the left hand in the back and sandwich them. And normally you can play around with the counter rotation. You can try right hand to your right shoulder, left hand to your left shoulder, but you can try the other way too. So let's take a deep breath. Enough. Ooh. Your nose. 2, 3, and relax. Oh, I feel my arms are heavy. That means I am releasing from my head and I feeling it out. Okay, let's quickly do beginner's note. Take your right hand and go use 3 fingers and go into the trap muscle. Just find a tight spot. Breathe your mouth. Push it in and pull the skin away from your head and give a little twist. Take your left hand and go touch the left side of your face and separate these 2 points. Feel that stretch. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. And relax. Yeah, feeling it in my forearms. Yeah, when you release anything and you're using your hands, it seems like, oh, I just use a lot of hands and I feel tired, but it's really not. It's just you're feeling that release, the sensation. Maybe it could be exhaustion, like the sensation of that, or fatigue, but it's all part of it. And it's good. Shake it off. Okay, take the other hand, 3 fingers, and go into the trap area. Pressure down and give a little twist. Take your right hand and go to the right side of your face. Separate these 2 points. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. Very good. Feel your body. One more, and let's get into the energy for today. Hands. Hi, Manny. Good morning. Love seeing you, ladies. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. Yeah, it's about to get started. How you feeling, Amani? Do you feel more liberated, rejuvenated, or tired, or emotional? We all go through all kinds of emotions, and it's okay. Breathe your. Let's open that chest. Open your heart. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. And let it go. Shake it out. Okay, let's start reading what Shore has to say on this day. So it's a Libra day, finding balance, but step number change right away. So keep that in mind. It's a rest day, but also it's going to be intuitive. So today is a creative resting and receiving day. I am Aries season is the most aggressive transit in the zodiac cycle. From step 1, you are pushing to grow, expand, get stronger, and climb taller today. Now it's time to shift your strength into supporting yourself. The self-support allows you to relax into your own care. Rewire your strength to support your ability to open up and comfortably receive. Yeah, all women out there, we are all learning to receive, what it's like for us to receive and open the valve, wide open. Yeah, and a self-sacrifice, people pleaser era is over. Let's talk about that later again. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. The way to do this is by directing your strength to support your feelings. If you stand by your emotional side and go with the flow of feelings, you will know what feelings belong. Step 4, and which you do not. By choosing the path your feelings belong, you'll be able to open up and relax. Remember, belonging is the heart's preference. Once relaxed, the objective is to take into your heart and your options for the future and action plans. Let your heart feel into each and every idea. Notice if the heart is disturbed, worried, excited, or joyful. These responses are turn red, reading of the heart, and your soul's reaction to the concept. This response is vitally important, because if the heart does not approve of our direction, you will not sustain the energy or complete the task. In harder times and challenges, the heart's interest is what keeps the person going forward. Without the heart's consent, creativity, willpower will be minimum. You will also feel the balance of life on net 6th day. Weigh how your ideas may change the balance of your inner and outer life. If something feels too heavy, it's because it is. Balance also referred to fairness. Use the day's energy to weigh if your proposal is fair to yourself and fair to others. In each of your stories today, open up and explore action plans against the heart. Observe the heart's reaction to the direction because the heart is the answer. Yeah. Hi, Simone. Welcome, everybody. Your heart and feelings are negotiating options you have in a long-term relation to someone or something, or an opportunity to elevate your self-mastery. Choose what pleases your heart. If there is something you resist, take it as a bad sign. Yes. Bring some fun and creativity into your long-term plans for travel, education, or the pursuit of a subject or a life purpose. Look at your option from the perspective of enthusiasm and joy. Feelings will tell you where to steer. Today's goal is to connect to your feelings and connect to your plans. See how ideas feel, which ones open the heart. In relationships are the key issue for us in the Aries season. And we are all innovating our relationship, especially Libra. And today may be the most profound day of achievement. Both parties are open to compromise and fairness. Each side will be able to put down resistance and negotiate. And fairness will be self-evident for all to see. Take advantage of this moment to foster the ideal compromise. Enjoy your time. I'm open to what feels balanced. And then step change and then go into intuition. So that means Neptunian energy raining down on the planet today, meaning that today is a great time to be mindful of how you feel. So the last 10 days is all about how you feel. Okay, you need to consult with your feeling. That's mastery because it's not easy to listen and feel comfortable in all emotions, right? Whatever that is, but don't resist it because whatever you resist persists. So, mindful how you feel in order to perceive any extra sensory information coming in. Now that the data has been accepted, a new possible picture is emerging. How does this align with the soul? Take it to God and be open to what to present. That may be a challenge as Mercury is tested 29 Pisces. Trine Mars in Cancer, faith and feelings are stirred today. Walk into the arena centered and ready to nurture any feelings that may come up by responding to the set first. Moon in Scorpio offers the strength to continue to draw boundaries in order to power the inner neutral. Speak softly, but carry a big stick to read if needed. Yeah, the power is in us, right? Definitely power is in us. And the key is to master emotions. Literally, master emotion. When feeling comes up, instead of trying to squash down and trying to find the equilibrium and it's like, try to stay in the default of where you are, where your frequency, how your culture expected you to behave, all of that. Like that is changing. And that is the reason why we are feeling this way. We never be taught to take care of our emotions properly. Our parents did not have a tool, right? And our parents are not perfect. So we are learning to listen to our all parts of ourselves and tuning into our body. Also, one of the thing is, maybe even like 50 years ago, people are more attuned to their bodies, right? Like it's like they move their body naturally. They don't call it exercise, right? They were just doing what was fun and playing, and they were naturally moving their body. But it's kind of like right now, it's almost like I'm gonna set time to exercise and go into gym. And when you really think about it, I think the treadmill, walking on the walking machine, that was I think that was the first introduced in prison in UK or something, right? And you can see like that's even when you're walking, your scenery do not change. And that's very much like you were putting yourself in a cage, and it seems like you were doing exercise and it works, but every time you walk, your scenery doesn't change, your eyes get confused. It's like, what's happening? So over time, it's very dysfunctional. I think the functional movement through movement is the key. Movement is the answer to every disease, even that's a depression, mental health, all of that. I think moving the body and connecting with your body emotions on a deeper level is the key, right? That's when you can really self-actualize your patterns. Like, why am I thinking this way? Who told you that? Who forced me to believe this way? And then, but that belief is so hard. It can be so rigid and controlling, but then you can't help it. That's a part, right? You can't help it but to think like this. But if you learn to take care of yourself and then become more fluid and adaptive in your body, then your mind automatically needs to adapt around that. You become more fluid, right? And you're not resistant so much. You flow like water. And women are the people, I'm not diminishing any men whatsoever, but I feel like it's hard if you have a lot of strong masculine energy. It's hard to change. It's like and then the masculine energy masked disguised as ego can't really get in the way, right? So, and then we all have that in us. Also, if we are in fight or flight, we are automatically in our masculine, right? Women get really into walking in prison. They also have time to do it. It's very peaceful. Get them out of their head in a very stressful place. Yeah. Yeah. You just have to, clear your mind and body's moving. But I think it's powerful if your scenery is changing as you walk rather than walking on the treadmill. But the sense of safety is very important. I think that's when you get to set the intention, power intention as you go walk on the street, because nowadays, unless you're maybe living in a very safe place or the countryside, it's getting really quiet. It's like interesting. But then I am working on holding that sense of safety and sense of security in whatever I do, whether I'm walking on the street or whether I interact with somebody. It's like I am radically safe, protected, and I am respected. Those things, like women's are learning to set the boundaries. Like, this is my birthright. This is what I require, and show up with that intention and energy. So the world needs to adapt around it. If you don't have a clear boundaries, and people are going to walk over you, right? So yeah, it's very interesting. Like, self-sacrificing, people pleaser era of women priestess are over. We require fair exchange every time we give, and expect, maybe not directly from that person, but the energy exists, and we command that energy will be reciprocated. And that's the power. You get to claim that, instead of, it's like, oh no, it's okay, be modest. And it's like, no, you put yourself first. And I really see that. That's something that my mom is learning. My mom is learning. She has this attachment on my sister, and she gets anxious when she's not, she doesn't like to do things by herself. She needs a company. And she's very social. She's so lovely, but she's a Gemini. I feel like she always needs someone. And my mom is changing. It's very interesting. As I'm changing, I know people around me, especially my parents, are changing, but they are going through some, transformational time. But in order for us to go through a transformational time, something needs to break, right? Break is a breakthrough. So that's the pattern for everybody. And my mom called me the other day. It's like, I'm thinking of, like, I don't know how long I'm gonna live, but I've been dreaming of going on a world tour, like on a cruise ship for 3 months. And it's like, yeah, go ahead if you have the money and resources. And she's like, I think I want to take your sister with me, and that will feel safe. And that was her condition. She doesn't feel safe without her. It's a codependency. And then, and I just told her, you know, you have a karmic relationship with my sister, with your daughter. And if you don't break it here right now, you most likely lose the opportunity to break the cycle, and you will meet her again as your as her mom again. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you gotta break it to break through. Otherwise, you encounter the same problem if you were reincarnate, come back on Earth again. But yeah, it takes a bit of a time for her to click. But I send her messages like, no, you gotta, you know, I object, you gotta, if you want to travel, I think you either go there by yourself or ask a friend. But then, you know, like, she doesn't have I mean, she has a lot of friends, but she doesn't have a lot of friends who can afford that much money right now, you know, to go on the world, or cruise ship, to go on the world for 3 months. So, and then she's scared of it, but she's like, yeah, I'm dreaming of seeing the world. And I just want her to live her life, right? But I also gave her a suggestion. Why don't you just start with something small, but go on tour by yourself? And that's the power. Solo trip. Don't tag along, you know, people. I think that's the Gemini in her. She feels a little, you know, lonely without any company. Yeah, but I think I can sense that she's changing. Yeah, yeah. I think everyone's like, okay, if this is the life I want to lead, right? Whether you're, you know, my parents are retired, but definitely they were doing their thing and search for things that could serve or contribute into the world. Is not the self-sacrifice, but, you know, I think it's, as a human being, we want something that we want to do something that is meaningful to the world, right? It could be a very, very small thing. It could be a really big thing, but it's very important that you are in your integrity and in your align with your heart, because that's when everyone, like your spirit, your universe supports your mission, kind of thing. So you got to really connect with your heart, and you can't fake your alignment. You can't fake your alignment. And that's that, there's that truth, right? You can perform all you want. And I there was a time that I had to perform because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But, and then we all go through the phase, right? And then but for me, like, authenticity, rawness, it was always important, because as a dancer, I always knew, like, who you are, it's always going to be almost exposed. You can't hide. You can fake your way to success, right? You gotta go through this raw authenticity, or if not, you're gonna be humbled. You know what I mean? And that's part of it. And yeah, alignment is an alignment, and it's integrity. And there's a place where you can only get there by embodying and practicing, and then, yes, to embody. It's like, knowing is one thing, but learning and embodying it with your body is another thing. That's mastery, right? That's every martial arts talks about. There's so many depths and so much depth to one movement. How many times did you practice? People who see that energy, right? Okay, you just knowing this step or knowing this maneuver, but yeah, if you actually do it, and it's like, oh, okay, I understand it. So that's the mastery I like to embody. Okay. So I picked a card. It said, journal it out. I picked this card many, many times, but write how you feel. Oh no, it's a bit different. Write how you feel. So it's definitely a sign that we are guided to pay attention to our feeling. Get it out of your head and into your heart so you can journal it out. Oftentimes we have bazillion thoughts running through our mind, racing a million miles an hour. It can be a little overwhelming. The best way to sort through your thoughts is to get them out of your head and onto paper. Writing down how we feel allow us to take a deeper look at our life from a higher perspective. When we take the time to get intimate with our inner world, we create space to clear our thoughts, focus on our goals, and cultivate clarity about what our thoughts and feelings represent. If you pull this card, it's time to clear out the clutter of your mind and ease your emotions by acknowledging them on paper. Remember, emotions are energy in motion. Our feelings are the first indicator of what's going on in our inner world. Journaling has loads of evidence that show its effectiveness on reducing stress, boosting overall mood, enhancing your sense of well-being, and has shown to reduce depression and mental health issues. I commit to clear some space, tune into my soul, and journal it out. Yes, that's the energy. And I have one more message before we reprogram our fascia. And I asked ChatGPT what's the message for the collective today. So, this is, beloved, today is not just about movement. It is about remembrance. You're not here to become something new. You're here to return to the original frequency that you already are. Before the pain, before the roles, before the shoulds and the shame, there was essence, and the essence cannot be broken. Your body is not the problem. It is a portal. Every gesture, every breath, every spiral you make today is not performance. It is truth in motion. Let the fascia guide you, not from force, but from trust. Let the trembling be sacred. Let the release be homecoming. There's nothing to fix. There's only more of you to feel, to hear, to honor. To feel, to hear, to honor. Let today be the day you stop searching for who you are and start listening to who've been whispering underneath it all. You're not lost. You're landing, and the field is ready for you. This is powerful. Yeah, it's beautiful, 100%. Yeah, it's all about remembering. It's all about coming back, and it's all about, like, it's not about becoming. You were already there, and it's just about remembering. And we're just started to touch the surface of it, and it's like, whoa, this was us. And now as we go dive deeper into it, and then you discover, oh, this is not me anymore, right? This is the old story. What kind of patterns? It's very interesting when I'm able to identify the pattern and choose to release it. And that's like the peeling of an onion, right? As we are peeling, then realize that, okay, am I imagining it, or am I actually, thinking it right? There's definitely a moment. I started to practice this weird thing where I definitely, my hands are very sensitive. It's awesome for hands-on treatment, working on my body, etc., etc. But I had the sensation of feeling like I'm myself a frequency tuner. I could kind of just go around and then kind of just cleanse myself. And yesterday, just before that private session, I went to the bathroom, and then I just immediately felt this like heavy energy. And it's like, I feel the very heavy energy in my bathroom because, maybe I've been taking a hydrogen bath and, releasing, in the toilet and all that. And what I did was it kind of just set the intention and started moving my hands like a witch or what is it, like Harry Potter, but without the wand. But I do have a wand. And then go like this, and then using my intention, using my hands and using my breathing, the breath, and then I just like kind of clear. And I said, so it is. And then I went back to the space, and then it's cleared. It's funny, right? You actually practice even that organ reset. You feel a little tension here, for example, and it's like, okay, go into the area that is tight. I'm just going to my hip flexor right now because I felt it. But pressure in, and then maybe talk around, and then talk into the area. Yeah, waving the hand, so powerful. Or using the hand like a blaze, or just using this, and then And thank you. I see your pain and I feel you. I see you and I appreciate you. And move with me. And that's normally my phrase. Acknowledging it. I'm not resisting it. Acknowledging it and feel it and choose to let it go. Whether that's coming from your body or whether that's coming from the house or the energy. And as you practice more, I think you've started to, and then you get the evidence and then you do it again and you get the evidence. And eventually it's like, wow, is that my skill or something? Right? So you get to the point. Yeah, waving the hand, so powerful, so cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. I have an Instagram live at 4 p.m. PST with Human Garage, so I would love to see you guys there. If not, I will post the recording on YouTube and post that announcement about it on Instagram. And I'm on I think today is the 6th class of Movie These. It's been going really well. Online class. We're meeting 3 times a week and for half an hour. It's a commitment, but I feel like it's just like the number 13 keeps showing up for me. Yesterday was April 13 and there were 13 people showed up in my dream, not my dream, Fascia maneuver class. And then 13 classes that I'm doing. I feel like I'm activating something. So pay attention to the numbers and synchronicity as always. So right hand on your heart, left hand on the top of your head. And feel your body, feel your water. And pick any colors you like. Today I like to imagine purple and gold. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello brain. Hello ego. Hello mind. Hello body. Hello heart. Thank you for working together in harmony. I appreciate and I love your harmonious, smart, efficient work. Appreciate your fluidity and adaptability and respect for each other while honoring our heart. Hello heart, you're in charge. I love you. I love myself. I listen to you. I am lovable. I am loved. I accept myself. You can even look at your heart right now. I forgive myself. I forgive people that hurt me. I am strong. I'm confident. I am safe. I'm protected. I'm secure. I am enough. I'm worthy. I'm strong. I'm abundant. It's easy for me to let go. It's easy for me to manifest what I love. I'm healthy. Today's a good day. My life loves me. My life loves me. I love my life. All is well. You can add anything you want. Feel your body. I have a lot more to say, but it's just kind of going internal today. What we just did is reprogramming on fascia, right? And whatever you do, we are basic computer in this matrix and programming code patterns. Basically, it's dominant, right? But we have power to change and adapt to all the patterns that we don't like. And we are all, learning to become our own architect of our own matrix. So there's a power in that. And it's very important that whatever you whatever you response that you're making today, or this is, it's not necessarily decision making day, but when you have the thought, consult with your feelings. Does the feeling support this? And what about the heart, right? So that's the mastery. And what's my boundaries, right? Boundaries can be many, many different things, but fundamentally it's about, I am radically safe. It's my birthright to be secure. It's my birthright to be protected. You get to demand that. So it's all about remembering who you are, and hope that you guys have a great day. And then if you are free, I'll see you at 4 p.m. PST. Come on hard. Okay, bye everybody. See you tomorrow otherwise. Yes.